Hi guys, welcome back to Just a Sister Thing. I'm Rebecca. I have a lot to go over today. I have a lot of new products. Some of them are just new to me. Some of them are kind of new on the market. But I have a full face of good stuff to go over. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this Cobb Lip Oil on. I love this stuff. I reviewed this in one of my BoxyCharm videos. This is the lemon one. Just putting this on to moisturize my lips as we go along. I've already put my face cream on, and I wanted to show you here. So I just bought this at Ulta. This is the Ordinary line. My niece recommended this. This is caffeine solution, EGCG. It helps reduces the appearance of pigmentation and puffiness under the eyes. It has, I think it was green tea and caffeine in it. So I'm really liking this. I put some on today to depuff my eyes. What's nice about the Ordinary line too is they're so affordable. I'll put the price for this on the screen, but so far I'm liking this. I've used it about 3 times now, and I do see a reduction in puffiness, so it does seem like it works. I have a lot of new E.L.F stuff. I haven't bought E.L.F stuff in a long time, so I'm very curious to try all the stuff I keep seeing videos on, and also I keep seeing ads for it pop up on my Instagram. So this is the E.L.F Puff Puff Primer. Speaking of puffiness, this is hemp-derived cannabis sativa seed oil. It's supposed to be a nourishing face primer. It's got like sunflower seed oil and stuff like that in it. Vitamins A and C. It's supposed to quickly absorb into the skin and hydrate the skin. So let's go ahead and give this a go here. Okay, so this is about 1 ounce. The lid already came off. All right, let's see here. Kind of just looks like regular skin cream. Even though I already put the Ordinary depuffing serum under my eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and throw some of this under there too. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It feels very nice. It doesn't really have much of a smell. I've noticed that a lot of the E.L.F stuff now is very natural. I don't notice a lot of fragrances in their products. So I'm just going to let this soak in for a minute. It feels a little bit heavy. Actually, I do feel it soaking in already. That is the claim, that it does soak in pretty quick. So I always like to put my primers on together. So this is the Ace Beauty Eyeshadow Amplifying Base in Light. I got this on one of the BoxyCharm sales. I got a really good deal on it. So I wanted to try it out. I'm always looking for a good eyeshadow primer. Still, my favorite two is the drugstore brand MILANI, and then the high-end brand Urban Decay. This is the, I actually tried this one recently. This is the anti-aging one, and it seems to work just as good as the regular one. So these are actually my 2 favorite, high-end and drugstore. So I'm always looking for a good primer for my eyes. So I'm going to try this one out. All right, so that's what it looks like there. Kind of just looks like concealer, but it's a very lightweight formula. So I'm going to put some on my hand or my fingertips here. Oh, wow. Okay, it's actually not lightweight. That's pretty intense. Let me grab my mirror here. Here we go. That's probably enough for both eyes. Okay, I'm going to break into this sponge here. This is the E.L.F sponge. It's best with our Camo concealers. So I call it Camo Concealer Sponge. I've already went and got it soaking wet, and then I squeezed out all the excess water. But it was pretty small. It fit in this little container, and it has expanded. So I think I still have a little bit too much water in it, though. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some of it out here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the sponge to blend that primer into my eyes. Yeah, I think I would go a little bit less ham next time using this. It is a very thick eyeshadow primer. All right, so I think a lot of people have been buying this E.L.F. Camo Powder Foundation just as a setting powder, but I want to try it as it's intended. I don't use powder foundations like the, I think it's Bare Minerals. I used to love that stuff when I had younger skin, but the older I get, powder foundations will soak into my pores by about 4 hours in. I think it's something to do with the oil my skin that makes it break down. So I'm curious to try this. I haven't used a powder foundation in a very, very long time. This is in the shade Fair 120 Neutral. Okay, here's what it looks like. It says, use the included sponge to build coverage for a full coverage semi-matte finish. Reapply as needed. It kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics powder, because if you look at the lids, you know how they open the same exact way. So that's what the packaging looks like to me. So this is what it looks like. It has a little mirror inside, and that's how thick it is. And then here's a little sponge that they intended for it. I'm going to use this. I usually don't like to use these little floppy sponges, but we're going to give it a go. It looks like it should match pretty good. And it feels like that primer did settle in pretty good. So I don't have any new concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and see if this will work as a concealer. I don't usually like to put like thick powder on my under eyes because it makes it crepey, but I have so much skin cream and stuff on underneath my eyes, so maybe it'll work. So let's just try it on the whole face. Let's see. It's so dry. Wow, it's like chalk. I'm gonna keep going with it though. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's so hard to move around. Like this, I don't know. Maybe a brush. I'm just gonna try it with a brush. I'm thinking like a diffused brush like this, like a stippling brush might help. So let's try that. Oh, it really kicks up though when you do that. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. Look at it. When you just touch your nose, it just, look at that. It sinks into all your pores and ridges. Okay, we're not going to do this. This will be a hand-me-down to anybody in my family that has oily skin or more youthful skin, because I can't even get this to spread. I tried it with this. It works a little bit better with this. You saw me try it with a soft brush. It just, you gotta like really push on it to get it to blend. I just put all my skincare on. I gotta take all this back off because this is just a no-go for me. Okay, crisis diverted. I went ahead and put on this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I use 160C. And then I use some of this Maybelline concealer. I forget what this one is called, but I use it in 5 Ivory. So this is a nice combo here. Okay, I'm a little scared, but I have the new E.L.F. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Everybody's very big into the soft, shimmery powder right now. And I see that these guys have jumped on that bandwagon, and I'm all about it because I don't like super matte skin. So I'm gonna try this. I have hope for it. I got it in the shade Light. It is supposed to set your makeup and creates a soft, focus, blurred finish. That's what it looks like. Peel off dial, peel off and turn dial. All right, so it says put the powder in the cap. Easy enough. Okay, I'm going to start with my eye area first. I don't really see the glow. Let me use a little bit more. There we go. I don't normally set my whole face with powder because I don't like to be super dry and matte looking, but I just want to test this out. My problem area is always my nose because I have large pores there. I got some pores going on up here too. I mean, larger pores. It does seem like it does set my pores very nice. I don't really see the glow part of it. I can kind of see it in the actual product itself that it's glowy. Maybe I need to be in sunlight to see it. All right, I don't have any new bronzer, so I'm just going to throw on some of my favorite bronzer. This is the HANALEI Matte Bronzer, and I'll be right back. Okay, for highlighter, I got this from the BoxyCharm sale. This is the brand MOTD. This is their highlighting powder in Lucid Moon. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big pan here. So their little model here is UBU, only better. And that's a huge pan of highlight. So it's a little bit ivory with a little bit of gold to it. Looks very pretty. That's very nice. It's pretty intense. It's a very soft formula. Okay, I'm just going to let it sit like that, and then when I put my setting spray on, I'll push it into the skin a little bit. For blush, I have the OFRA Blush Mai Tai. I don't normally buy a lot of OFRA products. I hear they're really great, but they're a little pricey. Ooh, that's super bright. It's a very pretty coral. Doesn't look like it comes off too intense though, which is nice. It's not going to be too intimidating. Get my blush brush here. This is the Morphe E4 brush. All right, wish me luck. Yeah, it's definitely not intimidating. It looked like it was going to be super crazy bright, but it does build. It's actually very pretty. It's a big pan too. All the products I'm reviewing today have such large pans in them, which is nice. Wow, I really like that, especially when you're gonna be wearing warm tones, which I am today. So that actually goes with the look really nice. And I think it's a magnetic lid. So it just kind of closes pretty easy. All right, let's set it and forget it and push all these powders in. I think I'll use my Iconic London one that has to be mixed up. Since I got a lot of powder on today, I want it to be nice and illuminated. I just covered my eyes a little bit because I don't want my eyes to get too wet. Okay. Gonna push it all into my skin now. All right, I feel a little bit naked without eyebrows, so I'm going to put eyebrows on now. I got the E.L.F. Lash and Brow Wand. I'm always looking for a good lash brush. So these guys are incredibly affordable, so I'm going to give this a go here. Get my brows pushed up and brushed out. I'm going to try this Item Beauty Brow Chow. This is the company that has the really cool pull and tear packaging that I love. I got this in neutral taupe. Oh, it looks like it's dual-ended, maybe. Brow Definer Crayon. Okay, so it's like a little pyramid shape. Oh, how cute. This little itty-bitty tiny brush. Looks like the world's smallest toothbrush. That's kind of neat. Like this company, I love Item Beauty. They're so innovative. All right, let's hope this is the right color for me. Wow, I am barely applying any pressure and the product is just very easily going on. Let's try using the other end. It's such a soft, finely packed. It's finely packed that it actually works out pretty nice, especially if you put too much on, which I did right in this area, put a little bit too much on. Really helps blend it out. How unique. All right, I really like that. Not too bad at all. When we get done with my makeup, I'm saying we like it's a group effort. When I get done with my makeup, I'll go ahead and set it with probably my usual Anastasia brow setting gel. All right. I have a bunch of stuff here from E.L.F. for eyes. I always buy palettes that have shimmer in them because I love shimmer. But so I thought I'd be different and try this little bite-sized shadow palette. It's called I Love You Latte. It's all matte. So, and I already know that these are good. I have one of their coppery ones. So I wanted to try the all matte one. Okay, I'm going to swatch these up here and see what they look like. I mean, it's not like the most exciting palette, but when you're looking for a neutral palette that will get you out the door every day when you're getting ready for work, I think that, well, these are swatching really nice. This would be a nice palette. That's what it looks like. This one would be a great eyeliner. And these are very nice crease shades, and that is a nice all over lid shade. And another thing I got were these, you're so bad. I need to show everybody what you're doing here because you're just being so bad. Show everybody what you're doing. You're begging mommy to stop recording. Now you're going to be good. What are you doing down there? There he comes. This is what I got going on underneath my makeup table. I have a little chai weenie dog named Buddy, who is my best friend in the world, trying to get me to stop filming. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. You gotta go sit down and be good, okay? Go sit down and be good. Be a good boy. You're so silly. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Okay, so I got these two No Budge shadow sticks too. A lot of people have these right now. I think Mally has these, the Mally line and It Cosmetics. So E.L.F came out with their own. I got these in, which one is this? This is Rose Gold. And this one is Magnetic Pool. So I'll swatch these as well. We'll take a look at them. Okay, so here is Rose Gold. And this is the metallic one. They're actually very pretty. I might use this one in my inner corner, the Rose Gold one. And this one as maybe an eyeliner.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. Struggle with dusty corners till we're filled with fatal bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb. The situation got upset when I stepped on a memory thought. I did it to myself. That I have you had to break free from the minefield that you are. Just before you break a bone. Oh, you're reflecting, I'm deflecting, burning tires to move on. Too many noises, clash the choices, future came and left like ghosts. No more messing, no caressing, heavy panning on the walls. How I did it to myself.
Not sure how I feel about these. These are like of such a lightweight formula. I felt like nothing was really going on. My inner corner highlight is like barely there. I don't know. I'll have to keep trying these. Maybe all over the lid they would work nice, but they don't really put off a lot of pigment. Maybe that's what they're intended for, just a light wash of color. But I just kept looking closer and closer in the mirror. I'm like, is this actually applying to my skin? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these. However, the little eyeshadow palette is bomb.com. This is really nice. All of their bite-sized palettes they have really good formulas, really good stuff. So, and I think they're only like $3 or $4, which is ridiculous. So I do recommend this. Okay, the next part I'm very excited for. This is something that my niece is crazy about. She's a Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational is really, really good. And I see her all the time wearing this. I'm like, what is on your eyelashes? Because it looks like she's wearing false eyelashes. And she said this is what she's been using. So this has a Flex Tower brush, limitless length, full volume. I got it in Black is Black. Pretty excited to try this one. Really cool bottle. Really cool container. Tube, I guess is what you would call it. It's a flexible wand here. I normally don't like plastic bristles because I kind of stab my eyes a little bit, so we'll see. Okay, so this is one coat. You can see the difference. It's pretty nice. I didn't curl my eyelashes because I always want to just try things in their own formula and see what they look like without curling my lashes. But I'm going to go ahead and look up. And then I'm going to let that set for a couple seconds, and I'm going to put on a second coat. Okay, this is pretty intense, I will say. This is a good mascara. And I think these guys figured out the trick to having those prickly little spiky things on the wand. When you make it flexible like that, it makes it easier to apply without stabbing yourself with those. See how pliable it is? So I think they figured out the trick to making these little plastic bristles work. So I'm going to put some on the other eye here. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is a really good mascara. Oh my gosh. I think I would use a lash curler with it. It doesn't claim to be curling, so that's no fault against it. But it is really nice. I like how it really separates your lashes. I would say about 2 coats of that, which is usually what I use. I always put 2 coats of mascara on. But I'm going to go ahead and look up so you can see. Really good stuff. Yeah, good recommendation. All right, so let's move on to lips. I have this E.L.F. Hydrating Core Lip Shine. I have it in cherry. I'm not sure why it's called cherry though, because it looks very warm. Has a little heart in the middle. Yeah, even pushing that little cherry looking heart in the middle, it still comes across as very peach or apricot. I actually have 2 different lip shades I'm going to try today. I know that I always use, well, I don't say always, but I do use a lot of neutral lip tones, so I don't want to get like too boring. So I'm going to put this on and then try something a little bit more deeper. Ooh, that's pretty. It's very hard to get a good shade of coral without being like super orangey. Very, very opaque. Good color. Wow. Has a strange smell too, though. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to go for with this smell. It kind of smells like when you walk into the YMCA, you can smell like a chlorinated pool. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So I'm not sure. Maybe they were trying to go for like a cherry scent, but I don't smell cherry. That's pretty though. I would wear this again, and I would buy more of these. It's very nourishing. I like it. Okay, so we're about to get intense here. This is the MILANI, I think they call these like velvet. I'll put it up on the screen. I forget what they're called. But they're like a velvety lipstick. This one is in Dahlia. And I wanted to try a different kind of shade. And if you look real close at it, it does look like it is very velvety. Almost like powder. So I know this is intense, but I want to get away from the neutral lips. So we're going to try something a little different. And this would be nice for fall. I always try new lipsticks on without lip liner because I want to see how they perform. And I want to see the true color too. Very, very pigmented. Like I'm barely even swiping this. And now that we're getting closer to, well, I mean, we are in fall, but the colder it gets outside, I like to wear a little bit more of a vampy lip. It is so light. It's like wearing nothing. Okay, this is the finished look. I actually really like this. It's definitely stepping outside my comfort zone. Oops, my highlighter is coming down on it a little bit, but that's okay. I can tell though when I was taking it off with a makeup wipe that it was barely coming off. So if you're looking for something to get you through your workday, you know, this will leave a nice stain on your lip after it comes off. So you don't have to keep reapplying stuff all day and you'll have a little bit of color on your lips. So I actually like that in a lipstick. So it just took a couple swipes to get it going. But anyway, okay, I hope everybody liked the video. I'm sorry if it's super long. I wanted to do a start to finish kind of video with new products that I'm trying out. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.
I wish you fall off from my window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. Anything my pleasure, see you pressure just before